Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out VeChain's price chart, and what we talked about in the previous video I'm gonna say basically played out, because if you remember the last time that we talked about VeChain, we were right around this high and we said there's a very good chance we are having a 1 2 3 to about this point, and followed by that you should probably expect a consolidation pattern, a correction into 4, and even after it another move up into wave 5. And I think now it is very much safe to argue, look, this is ABC zigzag and this is probably a 1 2 3 4 5 into this larger degree wave 5 in here. But if you remember, we said having these moves up is not really that significant. Honestly, it's not even tradable. We said you need to at that point pay full attention to the next phase that we are going to get, which one way or the other is going to be on the downside, but the move itself is not really that important. What really matters is the shape of that move. Why? Because simple reason. You see, if you want to say that, for example, we're going to have our final low around here, then okay, absolutely fair enough. Show me off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 for me to be able to flip bullish. Now, this specific structure is called an impulsive movement. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves, between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of high wave, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. And in terms of the sub waves, okay, we have to be able to find 5 wave into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. Let's say, sure, ABC into wave 2 and like a WXY into wave 4. Now let's go on the live chart, and you are going to right away realize why did I say the next move is quite important. Pay attention. What do we have in here? This is a correction down. This is 5 wave up. This is yet another 5 wave. So if you want to be optimistic in VeChain, you can say this is 1, this is 2, good move up into wave 3. And since you do not have yet your wave 4 and 5, makes sense to say that we are not at the moment at least completely bullish yet. And that, my friends, is why you need to pay attention to what is happening in the current area, because this is going to decide what is next in VeChain. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a correction structure into wave 4, and then after it we get another move on the upside into wave 5. So if, let's say, by the next 4 or 5 days we get something like this, excellent sign. At that point we can be bullish with like much more confidence. Having said that though, in like very short term, I want to say that we're gonna have probably a move on the downside. Why? Because what do you have off of the highest side here? I think this might be a 1 2 3 4 5 wave down, and I have checked the sub waves. This looks an awful lot like a 5 wave, so let's just go with that. And followed by that, so far at least seems like we are having a slow and choppy move up. And I don't know, in terms of the shape of it, you can even say maybe this is going to be like a WXY in form of a double zigzag, since it is such a deep corrective movement on the upside. And what's next? I'm gonna say probably a 1 2 3 4 5 in order to either get very much close to the lowest low down here, about 2.38 cents, or maybe by like a very small margin we are going to take it. And then you want to see a very strong bounce, a 1 2 3 4 5, because at that point you can say, look, these are the sub waves for a beautiful looking ABC zigzag, hopefully into our wave 4, and then we can expect yet another good move up into our wave 5. And the bare minimum target for that phase is going to be taking the highest high around, let's say, 2.5 cents area, but I think we should probably go quite a bit higher than that. So in the short term in VeChain, all eyes on the current move, and be a bit please careful, because we may see a 1 2 3 4 5. However, it might very well be part of the bullish process if after this phase down you see a very strong bounce back. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in VeChain. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.